Jays started a very important 4-game set against the AL Central leading Minnesota Twins tonight, and they pick up a big-time 9-3 win. Took the offense a little bit to get going, but once Sonny Gray left the game, the boys saw red, and they lit them up like a Christmas tree. They're in the 6th inning and the 8th inning to go and get the W 9-3. With the win, the Jays are now 59-46 on the year, and they get back into the win column after that loss against the Rays yesterday afternoon. Alek Manoah got the start for the Jays, and I thought he was very good. You know, in that 4th inning, gets the liner off a hit off him, and I think it was in that 4th inning he got the liner hit off him. Either way, he gets hit with the liner, and then in that 4th inning, a couple base runners get on, walks the guys, walks the bases loaded with 2 out, and then he hits Miranda to score the run, and we're like, man, Manoah is not feeling it right now. And your offense hadn't to that point because through the first 4 innings, you haven't got a hit. So we're sitting here, right, 4 innings in, 4 full innings deep, and the only run scored is off a bases loaded hit by pitch. Is that really how this game is going to go? Well, the answer is no. Once Sonny Gray left the game, because I can't remember if Teo hit it off of Sonny Gray, but I don't think he did. There was really no offense going, right? I think Kevin Biggio had like a soft liner single up the middle, and that was it. And then Teoscar Hernandez comes up. I can't remember how many out there were, but it was a ball up in the zone. And Teo destroys this baseball to left field. And right off the bat, he knew it was long gone. And we're tied at 1. I think it was like 409 feet off the bat. It was at like 110 or something. He crushed this baseball. It might have got it into the second deck as well. And we're tied at 1 apiece. Big time job there. Then Bo gets on base. He ends up getting around to third. I think he got to second base. And then, it was on a double, I believe. Yeah, it was the one that went to the right center gap. And then Gurriel hits a single right back where it came from up the middle. Bo comes in to score. And the Jays are now in front. It's now 2-1. A few batters later, right? Gurriel ends up at third base. And, Whit Merrifield at the dish. And we're like, hey, Whit, can you get an RBI here, bud? I mean, it's your first game. Welcome to the squad. We'll talk about him in a second. He rips one. It was like a one-hopper to third. Diving play by the third baseman. Really nice play. Fires it on to first. It's in the dirt. Can't pick it. And the Blue Jays have another run. It's now 3-1 ballgame because of Whit Merrifield's speed. It disrupts the throw a little bit. Plus, it's making the first baseman go nuts because he knows he's right up his rear. Love speed from Whit Merrifield and giving the effort right down the line. And he's safe at first. RBI single for Merrifield. Gurriel comes in to score. Jays lead it now 3-1 after it looked so bleak through the first 5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and Manoah, look, it was a 3-1 pitch to Polanco. And it pitches right in the corner, in the box. Ball 4. Oh, that was tough to see. Then Nick Gordon hits a double, and I'm like, man, imagine if that ball that went full count, and who knows what would have happened. But alas, it did not. They have guys at second and third. And then Miranda hits an RBI ground out, scoring 1, but it's okay. You got 2 out guy at third. Manoah gets out of that inning, so a great job for settling in there and getting out of it and going 6 strong of only 2-run baseball, only 2-hit baseball. So that tells you how good he was, but he walked through 4 guys, hit a batter. So the location wasn't there. But as we know, Alek Manoah does always. He will battle. And he did today. But in the top of the 8th inning, right, you have a 3-2 lead. Jimmy Garcia warming up in the bullpen because he's ready to come out there in a 1-run ball game in the 8th. But the boys keep the offense rolling. Bo gets a double. Then Gurriel hits a single. Bo comes in to score. Then with the bases loaded and 1 out, they bring the infield in with George Springer at the dish. And look, George, this was an awful AB. You're up 2-0 in the count, and he throws a curveball 80 feet out of the strike zone. Springer wails at it. Another pitch, same type thing, wails at it. And I'm like, Georgie, these are not pitches you want to be swinging at, my dude. And then if there was another one in the dirt, but he check swings, doesn't go. And I'm like, thank God. But, George, we need to get 1 run home here. And with the infield in, they got another off-speed pitch, reaches for it, but he makes contact, pulls it through the hole in between third and short because the infield was in. 2 runs come across the score. Whit Merrifield, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and shout out to Whit Merrifield there because he had to hold up, right? Because he had to make sure that ball went through, and he still came around to score. 2-run score. Jays now continue. They lead it now. Hold on, Mavs 6-2. Great job. And then Vladimir Guerrero Jr. comes up, and he gets a hanging breaking ball. Oh, and he disposes of this thing. Absolutely pieces it up. I think it was 115 miles an hour off the bat into the seats in left field. A 3-run shot for Vladdy. Springer and Kevin Biggio come in to score because Kevin got on from a bloop single. And the Jays now lead at 9-2. But then Jimmy Garcia comes into the game, and I'm like, why is he coming out in a 9-2 game? And then I thought about it. I'm like, the guy was warming up. He was fully ready to go. It's a 3-2 ball game, right? Even when Gurriel the RBI single, it's still 4-2, right? You're still in a 2-run ball game, so he's got to be ready to go. Then Vladdy's home run really just broke it wide open. And it's like, well, you kind of just have to use him now. It's unfortunate. And Anthony Bass goes out there in the 9th. And I'm like, why? Well, then I heard that he hasn't pitched since, like, the July 28th, so it's been, like, about a week since he hasn't pitched, so I understand it, and he gives up a solo shot to Jake Cave, and I'm like, that's Jake Cave's first home run of the season, and it's Anthony Bass's only 2nd home run given up of the year. Great! But you know what? Hey, you're going to hang a breaking ball here and there, it is what it is. Other than that, looked great. Got a strikeout, got a couple ground ball outs, like what we saw from Anthony Bass in his debut, other than the solo shot. But the Jays win it now 9-3. And shout out to my dad. He wrote on my paper here, before I could get it all written, Dad is great with a check mark. So just had to throw that out there. Let's get to these player stats, all right? Vladdy, look, we talked about it lately, how he's starting to feel himself a little bit. He went 2 for 5 in the game with an RBI, 1 run scored, 2 RBIs or must have been 3 RBIs, right? Because Springer and Biggio came in to score. I don't know what the score is smoking, but he got 3 RBIs there. All right, so, and the home run, and fantastic defense all around from Vladdy. He did a great job just keeping that foot on base. The flexibility from Vladdy we're seeing right now is absolutely phenomenal. Alejandro Kirk went 0 for 2. Well, James, why are you talking about him? Because he walked 3 times. Gotta love Alejandro Kirk, man. Just finding a way to help the team today. Bo Bichette in the 5-hole. And we're not talking about hockey. Bo Bichette, we haven't seen him in the 5-hole. We've seen him in the 3-hole. We've seen him in the 4-hole. Pushing back to the 5-hole. We had 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and had a couple doubles. And I'm like, oh, that's Bo Bichette. Couple doubles in the game. 3-hit night. Yes, sir. That's what we like to see. Gurriel went 2 for 4. 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Doesn't matter where this guy hits in the lineup. He's going to get you hits. He had, I think both games he hit in the leadoff spot in Tampa. He had 2 hits in each game. And he had 2 hits today in the 6-hole because why not? 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 2 ribs for Gurriel. Heck of a day for him. And Whit Merrifield, in his debut as a Blue Jay, went 2 for 5, scored a run, had an RBI, and that nice little opposite field chopper single through the shift, right? Seeing what the defense is giving you, putting it where they ain't. You love to see it. And defensively in center field, just looked nice and sound, right? Calm, cool, and collected out there. And the good news, Jays fans, we hear before the game that he is vaxxed. He did get vaxxed, so we're now just a waiting game until he's ready to come to Toronto, which is great news there. And we did hear, if you guys were really tuning in, you heard that he actually talked to on the phone Justin Smoke and Ryan Goins about Toronto and whatnot, and they were raving about the city, so we miss those guys dearly. Smokey and Go. Big part of our heart right there, especially in 2015 for Ryan Goins. Anyways, but he had a great night, great debut. Kevin Biggio, not the biggest hits in the game, right? But made an impact. Got the first hit of the game for the Blue Jays. And the bloop single, well, he kept the line moving, allowed Vladdy to hit a 3-run bomb. He went 2 for 4 in the game, scored a run. So a nice night in the office there for Kevin Biggio. Had a couple nice defensive plays as well. And shout out to Matt Chapman. Didn't do anything with the bat today, but defensively, absolute guru. It was incredible to watch him today. 13 hits total for the Blue Jays, 9 strikeouts, 6 walks. A lot of those were Sonny Gray. He was not finding the strike zone, yet the Jays couldn't do anything with that, unfortunately. But it is what it is, right? You found a way to make an impact, and you find a way to exploit their bullpen today, which was nice. Alec Manoah got the start, as we talked about, went 6 innings, only allowed 2 hits, but allowed 2 runs, struck out 5, but walked 4 and hit a batter. So the command was off today, but Alec, he's going to battle. All right, Tim Mesa went a clean inning of work. No hits, no walks, and strikeouts. Just a clean day. And Tim Mays has been electric lately, and he just did a fantastic job tonight. Jimmy Garcia, in his one inning of work, he looked great. When an inning allowed a walk, which shouldn't have been a walk. It was a ball that was right in the zone. He just didn't get the call again. But got a strikeout, nothing else doing there. And obviously Anthony Bass gave the solo shot to Jake Cave. But other than that, he looked good. When an inning allowed one hit, the one run, and got a strikeout. Now, Jays fans, game 2 of the 4-game set. And before I go any further, as I mentioned yesterday, I will be going up to my buddy's cottage for the weekend starting tomorrow night. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do videos. Like, tomorrow's going to be a really late night, so I'm not going to be doing it in the pitch black at the cottage. It just kind of makes no sense. So I might do one kind of the next day on Saturday morning, Saturday early. Yeah, probably Saturday morning before we kind of get the day going, maybe. I don't know. But I'll do my best to get the videos out to you as much as possible, Jays fans, because maybe, you know, Sunday's game might have to be kind of 2-1. I don't know. But I'm just letting you guys know it might be a little sparse over the next little while. But starting back on Monday, I believe, did they have an off day Monday? No, they do not. But I will be back here on Monday to do regular scheduled programming. But for the next 3 days, Jays fans, a little bit all over the place, all right? But tomorrow, doesn't change the fact that Jays play tomorrow. Jose Berrios gets the ball against Tyler Mahle, the newest acquisition of the Minnesota Twins from the Cincinnati Reds. God, 8-10 first pitch there in game 2 of the 4-game set. The boys got to go out there and they got to do a job again. I mean, look, this win-loss stuff, nah, I hate it. We all do. So they beat the Rays in game 1. They lost game 2. They won today. Let's break that damn thing and win 2 in a row, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this evening, smack that like button to appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already, comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, at some point. All right, so I'll just say, again, if you guys have Twitter or Instagram, if you guys want to lock into that stuff, I'll probably be posting on one of the two. What the updates will be, you know, tomorrow night I'll be saying, okay, Jays fans, it'll be a, you know, late morning video tomorrow or something along those lines. So just to let you guys know now, that is what's going to be happening. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. Talk to you guys then.